Hey everyone, it's Jenny,
And it's Hillary.
and welcome back to the Garden Tarts. We've
I
had
feel
a
like
little
it's
bit of a
been a
break.
lot. Yeah. Maybe not for you guys, but for us it's been. We've posted shows that were previously recorded.
Yes, we haven't recorded in a little bit,
Yeah.
but part of that is because I had the luxury of going on another vacation camping trip.
You actually have a bit of news. You have your test news and you have your kitty news.
I do have news.
Share your news with
I will
us.
do that. On a personal note, I have been studying for the last 6 months to become a certified personal trainer, which I passed my test.
Yay!
Y'all can't see me dancing. It was so stressful. But I actually just started training for a new job today at a gym that I love very, very, very much. So I'm excited about that. And we have a new tart in the house, I guess. Her name is Lilly, and she's a little 9-week-old kitten.
Lily Mullen Jr.
So Lily's mom, human mom, is my daughter Sadie Lily. And she wanted to pass on her middle name, and so she calls her Lily Sadie.
Oh.
Formally, she mostly just calls her Little Miss Lily.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she'll text that to me. Mom, can Little Miss Lily? Blah, blah, blah.
So it's your grandcat.
It is my grandcat. She is adorable. I'll have to post a picture of her.
Yeah, you should.
On social.
I want to see her at some point.
If she comes down, I will. She lives in Sadie's room, but she jumps over the gate. So she roams around the house, and then, like, if the dog or anyone scares her, she knows to go back there.
Is she well behaved, or?
Yeah, she's so, I mean, she was in a little kennel before, so she's already box trained, and she loves the lot. Like, she's so cute. The shelter that had her found her and her siblings in an abandoned van without their mom. So they had to teach them how to eat.
Oh my God.
So they were bottle fed by, humans and nourished back to health. So she's very trusting. Mm-hmm. Like, she knows that people are her safe space.
That's really good.
So she's really sweet. I love her.
My kitten had some issues too. Her mother was just given away, but she didn't know how to clean herself. She could eat. Yeah. I was shocked by that too, because she was really new, but she was able to eat, but she didn't know how to clean herself. For a really long time, I had to give her little baths.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
We had to get this kitty a brush because she has longer hair, so she had some mats on her we had to get out.
Oh, gotcha.
So, but I don't think that's her fault. I think that's just the nature of her hair. Yeah. But she's super, super, super sweet.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
You will one day.
I know. Whenever that day.
Whenever.
Who the hell knows when that's going to be? Well, I have a little bit of news.
I want to hear that.
My brother Jeremy and his wife might actually have their baby on Friday.
What?
I know. I wanted to tell you, like, now.
I was like, why am I just hearing this?
It literally just went down. She has some low amniotic fluid or something, and she's going to have a C-section anyway. So if it's still on Thursday, then she'll have the baby Friday.
Yeah. Oh, that is so exciting.
Yeah. So literally this just went down. Like, Jeremy called me on my way home from work, and I was saving it. So when we're done with this, I have to immediately text Amanda.
For sure. You'll be a Tonti again.
I know. To a little girl, I'm gonna have a niece.
Finally.
I know, seriously.
Y'all need some more estrogen in your family.
Really?
Like, legitimately.
Seriously. Man, it's just too many boys.
You and a bunch of boys. You, your mom, and a bunch of boys.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, congrats to them. I look forward to
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Jeremy has a
Yeah.
text group, and he says, "Bebe news." Bebe.
A la Moira Rose.
Yes, Bebe news with a Z. Bebe.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's exciting, and I'm gonna leave my neighborhood's Facebook page, I think, tonight. I don't know what has happened to them, but they've become just awful people. And now, yeah, and like crazy with racist crap. And then, but this is the funny thing. And it's, they, like once a week or so, we get someone will say, was that fireworks or gunshots? And then someone's like, oh, it's gunshots for sure. And I'm like, well, don't you call the police if you hear gunshots? And they're like, no, what are they going to do? And I'm like, gonna write the time down in case there's a body that shows up later. And anyway, so now people are lighting fireworks like crazy because we're getting close to the 4th of July, and that's what you do. And it's like every night, gunshots. Did you hear the gunshots? And I'm like, you guys, it's just drama. And I like neighborhood crap, so I'm leaving them.
Well, that's
a big deal to me.
That's not unusual because we have that on a regular, just average week, 2 to 3 times a week. We get that question.
Yeah.
And we're in very different parts of the country.
Yeah.
But since, Juneteenth was on June 19th. Yeah. So like 2 nights before that, major fireworks started in the area. Like, not like little homegrown like sparklers. This was like, but they were at someone's house or something, and everyone's like, oh, it's Juneteenth is coming up, it's whatever. And so and then on Juneteenth there was a substantial amount of fireworks, celebration. Yeah. It's wonderful, but it has continued. It's 10 days later, and now they start at like 5-6 p.m. It's like bright as noon outside, like
crazy.
And every once in a while you will hear a gunshot.
Yeah.
But the fireworks are crazy. I'm surprised it's in Virginia too.
Yeah, well, it's always like, I live on the river, and people just do it constantly. I don't. Yeah, I know. That's why it's a little more.
A house in my town caught fire last week.
Are you serious? From fireworks?
The news story when it happened, that's what they were speculating. At the time, I didn't follow up on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just sick of people. It's like we have enough real bad shit going on in the world today.
Yeah. That
I don't need for someone to like cause, look for like mayhem and stuff.
Right.
And they're stupid. And anyway, there's the splinter group called My Neighborhood and then Social Justice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've gone there, and I'm hoping that the important neighborhood stuff they also share.
Right.
On there. But I'm not sticking. Anyway, I've just had it with that.
That's fair. You can always go back.
Yeah, I probably
if you feel the need to.
Yeah. But so, okay, this is the other thing that I've been meaning to say this for a while, but I started listening to, I didn't get very far, but I listened to a few episodes of My Favorite Murder, which is definitely not as good as Crime Junkies.
Okay.
Except that they have a theme song. Someone wrote a theme song for them. And I'm like, man, the Garden Tarts need someone to write a theme song, but we really only have,
there's really only
choice. Like, I can't just find a guitar player or something, a singer to write us.
That would do it justice.
Theme song, we would really need to have someone more, I don't know, professional.
Yeah.
To write us a theme song, and not like Sting or anybody like that either.
No,
it's way more specific.
Pretty specific.
Yeah,
It could even suck and I wouldn't care.
We would not care. I mean, technically we do have a theme song, because that's how we got our name from.
Yes.
Until the End of the World, but
we can't use that due to copyright.
Right. Which it just kind of sucks. So we need another version of something Garden Tarty.
Well, we could use it. We just respect the law.
Right.
Of the copyright land.
Yeah. And so anyway, so if you have written a song like that before, or that song, and you're listening, maybe write a little bit of a minute of 30 seconds of a theme song for the Garden Tarts.
Yeah.
The other thing with
Bono.
It's Bono, by the way.
It's Bono.
Shh, don't tell me about it.
The Edge could do it.
He could do it. That would be acceptable.
That would be acceptable, but then we'd have to dub in Bono's vocal.
Edge would be if you're listening, Edge, you're wonderful, and we would accept a theme song from you as well.
1,000%.
Yeah. So also on My Favorite Murder, they say fuck a lot. And I'm like, we definitely don't say that. I mean, for us to have our explicit lyrics tag on it, we need to make that worth something. Oh, Spotty.
He's trying to figure out how to get into the microphone. How do I get in there? No, it's not for cats right now.
But that's my house. I'm a cat.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I feel like we don't use our explicit...
I curse 1,000 times more than you do.
I know. In real life, I think we're pretty equal, but for some reason when I'm on the podcast, I keep it a little more friendly. But fuck that shit now.
Yeah, right? Bring that shit on.
Yeah.
Fuck it all.
We shouldn't waste that E rating.
I know, because, I mean, they don't care if you say it once or 100 times.
Right.
E's E.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's that. And then so one last thing, you were on a trip. You went on a camping trip.
I did. We did go on a camping trip. We took the motor home to a little state park with some friends. Luckily, it's very easy to social distance when you travel with your own house. It's nice. And you just have campfires and go hiking and stuff, but then you get to go back to your own house, which is next to your temporary neighbor.
Yep.
And then we also went to see my parents, who I hadn't seen since Christmas. And we stayed at a campground and they came to visit us. It was really, really, really nice. Oh, I have another little piece of fun little YouTube personal news story. And that is today is a double family YouTube anniversary. Facebook told me it is the 5th anniversary of the first time my family, my husband and I took the girls to see their first YouTube show. And it is the 3rd anniversary of their first GA line numbers.
So cute. Did you post that picture? You need to do that for sure.
I shared them personally on Facebook, but I'll put them.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
So my last little bit of personal news, YouTube news is, okay, I get this text a week ago, so last Monday, from my brother Jeremy. It just says, in quotes, dressed up like a car crash. Wheels are spinning, but you're upside down. End quote. And he's like, that's a good song lyric. And he just leaves it at that. That was the whole... And I'm like, that is a good song lyric.
Uh-huh.
But I had to be, a total YouTube nerd and say that live, Bono says, your wheels are turning, but you're upside down. Where on the album, he says spinning, and Jeremy's like, spinning is much better than turning. I'm like, yeah, okay. But then, I said my favorite lyric, which is vampire or victim. It depends on who's around. But I thought that was really cool. I just got this random text from him, and I'm like,
it was just a little appreciation.
And I'm like, why are you listening to Zooropa? And he's like, I'm not. It just came up on my weekly, shuffle list or whatever.
I can't wait to talk about that song.
Yeah, I love that song, man.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, we will get to that eventually.
We might just have like a moment of silence for it.
Definitely a masterpiece. Okay, so to actual YouTube news, and then I'm pretty much out after that.
Before we get into actual YouTube news, can we do some listener stuff?
Yeah, let's do that first.
Let's do that. So, 2 exciting listener things. One is we have a new iTunes review.
Yay!
Oh, favorite. When I get that alert.
Thank you guys so much for that.
I'm going to read it to you. Do you want to hear it?
I'd like to hear it.
It is 5 stars, and it is from Cool323. I'm not quite sure how you would read that otherwise. And it is entitled Magnificent. It's really, really great. Much like you two, you will enjoy their camaraderie and enthusiasm, their innocence and experience. Like reliving your favorite memories of road trips and GA lines with your favorite friends turned family. It has been a real bright spot during these unprecedented times. I was down and you lifted me, honey. Good eps.
Oh.
And then there's a little cowboy emoji and a little devil emoji.
So cute. Thank you. Cool 8323.
They're like Roman numerals. Like I assume that's what it is. But we know y'all are listening, and you tell us that you enjoy listening. If you go on iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and there's that little ditty, it helps us. It gives us a little boost in the iTunes ratings, and we would be really, really, really thankful. If you do that for us. I'd be really, really happy.
Thank you.
Yes. And the other fun thing is you can leave us a message and we'll use it.
You'll get some airtime.
Exactly. Just like this one from Kevin. He's from New England. And here we go. Boop.
Hi, Hillary and Jenny. It's Kevin. Kevin STU on Twitter, and just Kevin Shannon in real life, if there is such a thing. I wanted to let you know, most importantly, that I'm sipping a Moscow Mule as I'm leaving you this message and embracing the Garden Tart lifestyle as best a guy can these days. So hope you're safe and well, and that I get to see you guys at a show sometime in the future. I still can't believe I didn't get to meet you at the Cleveland Joshua Tree show, which was so amazing. I almost dropped an F-bomb there. Is that allowed? It was so fucking amazing. Okay, there. No more almost. Anyway, take care. Talk to you soon. And keep doing great on this podcast that you guys are doing. It really lifts my spirits. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, thanks, Kevin.
And way to use that explicit e-label in there.
Oh,
it's awesome. So great. If you want to leave a message, well, first of all, if you got our e-newsletter the other day, you would have the link to leave us a message.
Are you subscribed to our newsletter?
They all should be, but they're not.
Do that. It's really easy.
I know. Go to gardentarts.com and just sign up. You can also go to our contact page, and there's a link to leave us a message.
It's always nice to hear nice things. Exactly. Just make sure it's nice things, because if it's not, I'm just gonna come on the next episode and cry.
It just makes Hillary, and it'll just be like 30 minutes of Hillary crying.
Except really.
Oh my gosh.
Which sounds more like
Oh, that's another great lyric that I forgot about till recently, was drowning your sorrows. You drown your sorrows, but your sorrows learn to swim. Oh, sweet Jesus. Can't wait. We're going to get there so fast.
I had notes about that in my head from Friday. I listened to it in my car.
Yeah.
And I notes gathering in my head, but that's going to be, if you're not a regular follower, then that's going to be our next big full is Octoon Baby, which we really should have been working on it since like February.
We can blame my exam.
And, you know, COVID and...
Yeah. And my exam actually was pretty.
Yeah.
That did get in the way.
Yeah. Also because I don't wanna. It's gonna be so hard.
No, it's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna be a lot.
It is gonna be a lot.
We have this same conversation every episode.
I know, and you guys, you're probably gonna hear more than one more episode.
We don't need roads. We haven't had that conversation in a while.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get the U2 news.
Okay. I just have a teeny little bit, but today apparently, as rumor has it, the U2X Sirius XM station is gonna start broadcasting on, is it Friday, July 3rd?
I heard July 1st, but since then there's maybe been a little like discrepancies. It's soon. Very,
very soon, in the next week for sure. And it's going to be really exciting because they say they're going to have, you know, like interviews and unheard things before, and I'm really excited about that. And I know that when they had the U2 station around in 18, around when they played at
the Apollo, I listened to that like with a friend of mine, and there were so many songs on there that I don't recall ever hearing before. Yeah.
Live versions of stuff I never heard, and a good number of, I guess they were supposed to be B-sides or something, but tracks I'd never heard.
Crazy.
Or if I did, I didn't remember hearing them.
Right. And so I think that Sirius XM has a free trial right now. I think is it free right now?
I think they always have a free trial, but it might be a COVID thing.
I think there's a COVID thing. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, this is just in the Americas, I think, and maybe like New Zealand. It's something funny.
Something weird like that. Yeah. I know I have OnStar in my car, and it's all a package deal with satellite radio, so I don't listen to that as much as I should. I mostly listen to songs that I have on my phone. Yeah.
Well, that will probably change soon.
It will definitely change soon.
I don't have it, so we'll see.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Now I don't like drive at all, so...
I don't either, but just for, you know, the 8 minutes it takes me to get to work or something. Right. Though I usually listen to 8 minutes of, you know, an hour-long podcast, Crime Junkies.
Right.
So it takes me like a week to get through one episode, but that's fine.
So I have some more U2 news.
Okay.
And here's another piece of fan news. This is fun. I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen this 1 to a billion hashtag that's going around? It's mostly on Twitter. So, and I know you're not there much. So back in, I think, April, the Cranberries song Zombie became the first Irish act to 1 billion. That video got 1 billion views. So a fan on Twitter by the name of Valerie, her handle is YouTube Party Girl 5. She started a 1 to a billion campaign for the song One, which is fun. It's gotten press, like Hot Press has run a story about it. It's getting a lot of promotion, some fun promotion around it. And so if you go to U2's official YouTube channel, it's the bar scene version of One.
Right.
That the Phil Giorno.
Yeah, because there are 3 versions of that.
Right. So it's on its way. I thought that's
exciting. Fun. I need to go check that out.
Just go watch. Just go let it play for a few times in the background. The hell with that.
It's a great video too. I love
that video.
It's just, you know,
certain someone is quite handsome.
Very, but I love the progression of drunkenness in that video.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Phil Joanno, that takes me to Anton Corbijn. A filmographer to a photographer.
Well, they both have directed, so
yeah, there you go. Anton has a new movie coming out called Heartland. Have you heard about this? So the August 2020 issue of Q magazine has, you can go to, if you go to u2songs.com, they have more information on this. But here's a pretty cool quote from Bono. It's from that Q magazine. He says, "A couple of years ago, we filmed a piece with Anton Corbijn for his film Heartland, and we played U2's song Heartland for the very first time at the foot of one of the great yuccas. And in the film, Patti Smith recites Allen Ginsberg's poem America as the band arrive in Joshua Tree by bus. It's a magical, mystical place."
cool.
Isn't that amazing? I can't wait to read that. I don't know if the interview in Q magazine is all Bono U2 content or if it's more about Heartland. If you go to u2songs.com, you can learn more about that. But that's cool. I wouldn't mind hearing that song in that context.
No, heck no. That would be awesome.
Oh.
I'm going to just add a little, if you haven't seen an Anton Corbijn movie, you should watch Control, which is the story of Joy Division.
Oh, I have not seen that.
It's really, really good. At least it's about Ian Curtis.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, if you know anything about him, it's sad, but it's really, really well made.
Cool. I made a note about that.
Yeah. I own it, I believe. I don't have anywhere to play it, but if you get a chance, you should definitely check that out.
Okay. I'll look and see if it's streaming anywhere. I wonder. Hey there, friends. Jenny here from the Garden Tarts, and I want to tell you about Anchor, which is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it is 100% free, and there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard across multiple platforms, including Spotify and Apple. You can make money with your podcast, and it's everything you need to create a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. So I've one more piece of news, and it's just kind of a Bono kind of political blip news, in that it was reported that he was like on a conference call or in a meeting to help solve the Irish housing crisis. Because why not?
As you do.
As you do. There's a housing task force. I guess the task force or whatever it was that was set up to handle all of this COVID stuff has been so successful that it's a suggestion to model a housing task force after that.
Smart.
So he was in the news about that. I mean, I don't think there was even a quote from him.
Yeah. It's just
saying that he's part of it. So
yeah.
I actually think God.
So I do this vinyl auction with Jeremy every Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's a record store in Winchester called Back to the Media, and we'll give them a link. We'll put a link in somewhere.
Yeah, put it in our show notes.
Okay. They have a Facebook auction every Saturday night, and I mean, it's massive vinyl, like so much stuff. But so they have a thing at the beginning. They call it a waffle, because apparently you can't say the word raffle on Facebook Live. Anyway, this week it's a 4-record newly released set by Johnny Cash. And I swear I read that there was some different version of The Wanderer on there.
Oh.
But it's not.
Oh.
But that said, I have 5 entries into this waffle raffle, so fingers crossed that Wednesday when they I want that. I don't generally want the waffles, but I always want waffles.
This is despite your love of waffles.
I love waffles, but these raffle waffles. Anyway, I really want to win this one. This week I got a newly released edition of vinyl of Dave Matthews' Under the Table and Dreaming.
That's cool.
And then I got this John Lennon collection album, which is really cool. And last week I got the best of Carly Simon on vinyl.
Nice. You're getting a really nice variety of stuff.
Really nice variety. And I'm not spending that much money either. So
very cool.
That's it. But anyway, you guys should check out this. They only will ship to the US. They don't have the capabilities to ship to the rest of the world.
I don't think the rest of the world wants any of our stuff right now anyway.
No, that's totally true. You guys, you should clean off your headphones after listening to this, because I feel like our whole country is just like dripping with COVID.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Also, how awful does it feel that you can't make a run for it?
We can't. We're stuck.
We're so stuck. That's what I've been saying since November of 2018. Just stay there. Just don't come home. Just stay there. Send for everybody.
If I didn't have a husband and kids, you could have convinced me.
Yeah.
Except that election went pretty well.
It did go very well. But then we should have, I don't know, left here many months ago. We should have just gotten our parents and our families together and just sell everything and then
go stay with Johnny No Mates. Or we could buy a castle so we have a compound of our families together.
That would be awesome. Yeah. And then we would be in a better place.
I don't even think we can go to Canada.
I don't think we can either, which is the scariest part.
I keep getting lost in that news. I can't keep track of.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't, if I were living in Canada, I wouldn't want us coming.
No.
You said they were dripping in COVID. Sweet Jesus.
I know. Well, we just have to hope that people start listening and that come November, we will have a new president-elect.
Vote.
Definitely vote. And if you are in the U.S. and don't know if you're registered, don't know where to vote or how to vote, send us a message and we will give you that information no matter where you live in the U.S.
We can figure that out for you.
Probably anywhere in the world, we can help you out with that.
Yeah, but especially in the U.S., we can definitely help you figure out if you're registered to vote. And I bet you we can get you a vote by mail ballot.
Yeah, I just sent my application in.
Any state, we can help you.
Yeah. And Virginia used to be really strict about, well, they still are according to their website, but it also tells you on the website, if you don't want to vote in person because of COVID, what wrong answers to give them. I'm not kidding either.
Is it because it's like automated?
I guess so. But on the website, it says, if you don't want to vote in person because of COVID, then check this one instead of that one and this one instead of that one. And I'm like, and then I sign it saying I'm not committing voter fraud, but They told me to do. You could only, if you were sick, if you were the only caregiver of a sick person, if you were the only person in your office of a certain number of people, or you were older than a certain age or out of town. That's the only, you couldn't vote unless you couldn't vote by mail otherwise.
Ohio makes it easy. I've printed out our applications. We just have to sign them and send them in.
Yeah, I did that
I've been sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks. I need to get it done. I mean, we've got time, but why wait?
Yeah.
Okay, America, vote.
Yep.
I saw some yard sign on the other day. I mean, I saw it online, but the yard sign said, "I'm a Republican, but I'm not an idiot. Biden 2020."
Oh my God. So I haven't been following it, but my mom keeps telling me to read about the Lincoln Project.
I follow them I get their emails and I follow them on Twitter.
I hadn't heard, I don't know. I've been trying to avoid news for
It's George Conway.
And it's Republicans against Trump.
Yeah.
Republicans for Biden.
Well, yeah. But it's Kellyanne Conway's husband. And
that's crazy.
People, it's I don't know, like I like all the words I read, but it still kind of skeeves me out. Like,
well, if anyone knows how big of a liar and a dumb fucker Trump is, it's Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah.
She had to do his, dirty work.
Yep. Well, anyway.
Hopefully, by the next time we record, there'll be peace on Earth and everyone will be healthy and happy and
yeah, for sure.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Well, until next time, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Also, we love hearing from people and chatting with people, and of course, we love talking you too. So you can drop us a line on Instagram or Twitter at _Garden Tarts, or you can even email us at wearethegardentarts@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you soon. If you enjoy this podcast, we would love it if you would share it with your other YouTube-loving friends, as well as leave a review for us on whatever platform you use to listen to podcasts. We would really, really love that. Hey there, listeners. If you're a U2 fan, you are more than likely aware of the work that Bono has done and continues to do in Africa. It's amazing work, and the exciting thing is you can get involved too. There are 2 simple ways. 1. Go to one.org and sign up to fight against extreme poverty. 2. Visit red.org to shop. What? Shopping helps? It sure does. By purchasing Red branded products, you are contributing to the Global Fund, which supports HIV/AIDS grants in many African countries. As your man says, where you live should not decide whether you live or whether you die. So head on over to one.org and red.org to join the Garden Tarts in doing our part to end AIDS. May your music be loud and your whiskey be strong. Until next time, cheers.